When I was young, I always wanted to look like a vampire, like a demon. Like I got permanent vampire fangs. I'm Marilyn. I'm on the mission to be the ultimate vampire Barbie doll. I think I spent around 30,000 euros on my body. My next surgery is gonna be a fox eye lift. We are going for a consultation and we'll find out if that is the next step for me. I take a lot of inspiration in my makeup and outfits from these kind of dolls. I love their makeup and they have like these big boobs and a nice tiny waist. I was a blonde girl, very thin, very tall, nothing special about me, so I like to change. I would say 60–70% of my body tattooed. Everywhere is gonna be massive black at some point. I really like to look brutal. I got my eyes done. They are pretty special, not like everyone else, I would say. I got my teeth, they're permanent from the dentist, and I got my tongue split. My fangs were actually made by the dentist. I wanted them to look like a vampire. I think it's very sexy. Yeah, I cannot imagine smiling without them anymore. I think I spent around 30,000 euros on my body. Well, this is Batman. He's my favorite cat. I do have a lot of Sphinx cats. I breed them since a few years. My first plastic procedure was my breast enlargement and breast lift and liposuction after that. My inspiration for my first plastic surgery was for sure looking more like a doll figure. I had a facelift. It is still not good. I still have to do that over and over to get more of a smooth doll face. I'm not happy with all the plastic surgeries I had. I wanted it to look more fake and more plastic, and the doctors made it more natural. Dolls look always perfect. They just stay beautiful forever. More plastic as perfect. My friends and family think that it's kind of enough now. My look is everything for me. I think that is really the most important thing about me. Well, these are really old pictures of me. I think I was like 6 years old, maybe 8, very cute.
I'm not a fan of everything, but if she's happy with it, I'm gonna support it.
Huh. Yeah, I was maybe 12 then, and then it started. That is what I remember when I got into goth. Yeah, then this is around 3 years ago, I would say. I go more for the vampire look. Back then I already had my first boob job done. I'm gonna see my beauty doc. I have an appointment for my fox eye procedure. I do hope that they say they can do it. I want to have it very extreme.
So, Marion, komm rein. Ich freue mich, dass du jetzt in Köln bist hier bei uns.
Dankeschön.
Also ein Fox Eye wird mit PDO-Fäden gemacht, erreicht ein Lifting der Augenbrauenpartie. Es gibt 2 verschiedene Arten, einmal die Bella Eyes und einmal die Foxy Eyes. Fox Eyes geht eher nach hinten, dass es eher verengend wirkt auf die Augenregion.
What are the risks involved? Like, what can happen?
In dieser Region muss man als erstes sagen, du kannst blaue Augen davon bekommen. Und blaue Augen meine ich blaue Augen, dass du wirklich ein Brillenhämatom bekommst.
How do I feel now when I know all about the risks? I will still do it, of course. That's why I came here. It's worth the risks, for sure. I don't think I will ever stop with surgeries or transforming my body. Every surgery brings me more to what I really want to become.
Je transforme mon corps afin de ressembler à un vampire. C'est immortel, souvent c'est des gens qui restent très jeunes longtemps. L'esthétique du vampire aussi, je trouve ça magnifique. Je suis prêt à prendre des risques pour mon look, ça c'est clair. Allô bébé.
Allô, bon matin.
Bon matin. Tu veux un petit café?
Ouais, on va commencer ça comme ça.
Ouais. On pourrait faire genre des photos aujourd'hui, ça sera nice, non?
Ouais, vraiment.
Genre de quoi de quand même intense. Hein?
Ouais, comme on fait d'habitude.
Mon nom est Philippe, mais mon nom d'artiste est London. Je suis artiste tatoueur, je suis artiste maquilleur et je suis artiste performeur. Et je transforme mon corps afin de ressembler à un vampire. En fait, je décrirais mon style, si on veut être dans le basic, je dirais gothique. Je dirais, en fait, j'ai une obsession depuis que je suis très jeune pour tous les films de vampires. Tu sais, c'est immortel, souvent, c'est des gens qui restent très jeunes longtemps. L'esthétique du vampire aussi, je trouve ça magnifique. J'ai eu beaucoup de tatouages, j'ai eu de la scarification. J'ai eu, en fait, je me suis fait faire des modifications corporelles au scalpel. J'ai fait stretcher mes oreilles, j'ai fait stretcher mon nez, j'ai fait stretcher ma lèvre au scalpel aussi. Ensuite, j'ai eu une restructuration du visage pour la mâchoire. J'ai comme, mettons, 60-70% de mon corps qui est tatoué pour l'instant. Mais non, j'envisage avoir le corps à 100% complet, le crâne, finir mes bras, finir mes jambes. Il y a plein de petits projets qui ne sont pas terminés encore non plus. J'ai d'autres projets aussi qui sont à part du tatouage, qui sont justement plus chirurgie plastique et modification corporelle un petit peu plus extrême. Depuis que j'ai commencé, en fait, mon but, c'est d'être en constante évolution. En fait, j'aimerais ça avoir les canines, me faire les implants pour avoir des canines de vampire. Ça fait vraiment longtemps que je veux ça. Probablement quelques fillers dans le visage aussi pour changer la morphologie, avoir une morphologie peut-être un peu plus squelettique pour me rapprocher justement de mon obsession pour les vampires. Sinon, j'ai le split tongue, ça fait longtemps que j'y pense aussi. Je suis prêt à prendre des risques pour mon look, ça c'est clair. Mais d'aller justement jusqu'à brimer ma santé, non. J'ai vraiment été quand même victime, mais vraiment intense. J'ai été une victime d'intimidation tout mon secondaire. J'ai été victime au primaire, secondaire, intimidation, tout ce que l'intimidation englobe. J'étais pas bien dans ma peau, j'avais pas nécessairement le style que je voulais avoir par rapport aux conditions familiales. Fait que quand je regarde ça, je me dis que je suis bien content de ce que j'ai l'air aujourd'hui.
Bon, on est prête.
Yes. Mon copain, c'est Esteban, le petit casse. On se complète énormément. Les deux, on tripe maquillage, les deux, on tripe transformation. Puis comme aujourd'hui, il fait extrêmement beau, fait que c'est sûr et certain, c'était notre idée d'aller faire un shooting à l'extérieur. J'ai vraiment toutes sortes de réactions quand je sors en public. J'en ai autant des très positives comme j'en ai des très négatives aussi. C'est sûr qu'on a plus tendance à rester marqué par ceux qui sont négatifs. Fait que c'est sûr que ça amène du positif, ça amène du négatif. Oui, il y a un côté de moi que effectivement que j'aime provoquer, j'aime que les gens regardent. C'est un bon spot ici, hein? Mais j'ai jamais regretté honnêtement, puis je me souviens de la première journée que je me suis fait tatouer mon premier tatouage dans le visage. La seconde que le tatouage était fini, je me sentais ultra bien. Je me sentais vraiment bien, je me trouvais beau, j'aimais ce que je voyais.
Ben oui, c'est sûr que je sais que ça n'a pas tout le temps été facile de son côté, puis il a tout le temps continué à justement être lui-même puis s'écouter.
Je suis moi, je suis normal comme les gens qui marchent dans la rue, qui me regardent, qui trouvent ça comme intense. Pour moi, c'est moi dans la vie de tous les jours. Fait que ma confiance avant, ma confiance maintenant. Je me sens explosif, je me sens moi à 100%.
Okay, this is a hard one. Do you think you're hiding behind the makeup/vampire look? Are there ever moments where you look at yourself and wonder what it's all for? Can you see yourself dressing like this when you're 50?
What do you like about yourself?
That's the hardest question I've gotten all day. Hi, my name is Willow Von Witcher. I'm your friendly neighborhood vampire, and today we are going to bear it all. Answering questions that are easy or hard, and the hard ones, I will remove some makeup. The easy ones, we'll just keep going.
How important is your look to you?
My look is incredibly important to me. This is what helps me feel like myself, this is what helps me feel confident, and this is who I am on the inside, so it's projected out to the world.
How do you feel about going barefaced?
I am very excited to show you guys what I look like without all of this on.
When was the last time, or how often, do you go out barefaced?
I don't really go out barefaced that often. I like to use my off days to practice makeup techniques and try and improve my craft. But I do go often without makeup at like 3 a.m. when you want Taco Bell. I'm usually barefaced for that. I am excited. I'm very curious what these are. Okay, this is a hard one. Do you think you're hiding behind the makeup/vampire look? Never. This is how I always wanted to see myself. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to look exactly like this. I am so happy to look like this. And I'll take off my accessories first. So I'll take off my wig. Toss that over here. My messy wig hair. Take off my choker. Big spikes, always. All right, next question. Another hard one. Are there ever moments where you look at yourself and wonder what it's all for and whether it's the right thing to do? I definitely think if it is worth the time and effort. I don't really do this for anyone else other than myself, so a lot of times I am often questioning myself, asking, you know, is this really a good idea? Is this really something that's safe for me? But given everything that I've been through these last couple of years, I would say it's absolutely worth it. All right, I'm gonna take out my fangs and my contacts. So fangs first. Really easy. The contact is the worst part, for sure. Next question. Are all of these hard? Or am I just getting lucky? Can you see yourself dressing like this when you're 50? Hell yeah! I'm gonna dress like this in my grave. If someone does not do my goth makeup like this when I am dead in an open casket, they are getting fired from beyond the grave. I will haunt you if you do not make me look like this. What do we got now? Would you ever change your look to fit in more to get a new job or career? So I'd prefer not to. If I ever really had to, I would buckle down and tone it down. But really, realistically, I don't want to stop. What do you like about looking like this? I like that the second you see me, you know what I'm about. You know I'm a weirdo, you know I like spooky stuff, but then you get to hear me talk and you're like, oh no, she's just a nerd. When did you start dressing like a vampire? 4th grade. Wore a vampire cape to school. My mom said it was okay. Never went back. Can you stare at yourself in the mirror when I'm barefaced? And how long can I do it before I want to look away? I'm not a very confident person. I don't really like how I look with or without makeup. I have a lot of body confidence issues. I have a lot of face confidence issues. I'm just not a confident person, but I can absolutely stare myself in the face. Do you like how you look without makeup? Yes. And I really hope you guys do too, because it's not all about makeup at the end of the day. This is what happens every time I take my makeup off. Every time. This was clean when we came in here. It just gets everywhere. I like it with the makeup and accessories, but at the end of the day, I love being cozy. I think everyone loves just putting on a pair of sweatpants and a nice cozy jacket and just chilling.
What do you like about yourself?
That's the hardest question I've gotten all day. I like that I haven't given up. I haven't given up trying just to share myself with everyone that exists in the world. I haven't given up because people told me I should. I haven't stopped who I am, and I don't plan to now.
Why was it important to do this?
It's important to do this to show that not everyone who wears a lot of makeup really focuses on the makeup. Sometimes we're just artists trying to project who we are inside and the outside, and I think that should be just as respected as anyone else who does makeup. It's completely valid for someone to do makeup to hide who they are, but for me, that's just not the case. And I wish more people would realize that sometimes it's just artistic expression. It's just who we are. And the makeup doesn't define us.
If I would get the opportunity to, I would turn you to a vampire today.
Who wouldn't want to live forever?
Yeah, they drink blood.
Do they?
It takes me around 30 minutes to get ready in the morning. Usually Victoria takes around 3 hours to get ready, so I'm usually ready and just waiting for a while or make breakfast.
I am very slow with my makeup. I love to look like pale. I like to look like a vampire, like a pale as a vampire. So that's my first routine. My name is Victoria Lovelace and I'm a magical vampire princess.
I am Draco Grotesque, a multi-instrumentalist musician, and I currently live in Los Angeles.
I always liked the vampire aesthetic, like when it comes to clothes, like when it comes to home decor, like everything. I always like want to stay young.
Stop the aging process.
Yeah, stop the aging
like
process.
Vampires don't age and
exactly.
live forever.
Yeah, vampire doesn't age, and that's what I want to be. If I would get the opportunity to be a vampire, I would turn you to a vampire today, and you're gonna live forever. I want to live forever, so I would take the opportunity to do that.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be a vampire and be able to fly at night or, you know, drink blood and all that?
Yeah.
I think everything that comes with it, or what Hollywood has made of it, it just makes it so attractive for us.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, who wouldn't want to live forever, you know? I like more ugly, like Beauty and the Beast, you know, she's very beautiful. And I just always try to go for like an uglier look, I guess. It's just my thing. Since I was young, maybe like around 12, 13, I always been obsessed with the white face. I've been obsessed with like the dead, cemeteries.
So I started very early. My mother told me that I wanted to look like a princess, and that was 100%, 24/7. I got permanent fangs a couple of years ago. So I have them forever now, and I'm very happy with that because that's making me feel like my self-expression for my style.
Well, since I was a kid, I've always watched like horror movies. I always liked like Nosferatu, vampire movies, Dracula. I became obsessed more with like vampires dressing in black. So for me, it was like, well, maybe I go to a funeral every day, you know, like, you know, it's just, it's my comfort zone.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
How's it going, Tony?
How are you guys?
Good to see you.
Hello, Victoria.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you guys.
Hey, you want some tea?
Sweet corpse paint.
Where are you?
Oh, what are you guys up to? Oh, my first impression of him, I thought his style was like pretty cool. When I heard him play, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And when we started the band, it was great. It was awesome. We had only a few shows, but it was still one of the best times of my life. So, what are you working on there?
I was working on a Luna Culta song. You want to go over the Rivers of Blood?
Sure, go over Rivers of
Black
Blood.
Sun.
Sure. Sounds awesome.
Huh?
Yeah, go for it. Sure. That was good. Man, dude, I miss playing that song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was performing that song. Yeah,
Been a
good
while.
times. Yeah, it's been a long time. I was blown away. Like I was like, oh, he's a cool guy. Like he was like I like his style was really unique. He was himself. They're both very different. It's kind of hard to describe them.
So when I walked in, they were
they're-
drinking blood.
Yeah, yeah. They drink blood. They drink each other's blood. into each other's blood. Apologies.
Wait, do they?
No,
I
just.
Well, whenever I cut myself shaving, she'll come along again.
I mean, we like that's a joke. People stare, but I think here in LA is a little bit better than I'm coming from. I'm coming from a small town in northern Sweden. People just stare there. They just stop and stare and they don't say anything. What I like here in LA is that people actually come up to you and they say like, oh, you look nice, or that's a cool style, or can I take a picture? And I'm very happy to take a picture with people if they asked.
Yeah, well, she's a pretty goth girl and I'm more like on the obscure side, so I don't really get the so nice comments. I've gotten some where people say like, oh, you should kill the devil, or you're a freak, or why you're wearing girl shoes.
Oh, look at that! Movie star, ghetto worshiper. I mean, devil worshiper. Look at the devil worshiper. Y'all devil worshiper.
Where I call myself a magical vampire princess, and I had also a dream like to live in that magical world. Gothic castle, beautiful clothes.
Black cats, bats, everything that's really dark and ugly, and that's why I chose drag cool, grotesque, and I find beauty in things that are ugly. Somebody's thinks something is ugly, like a bat, and I think it's like the most beautiful thing. But for me, it's just everything black makes me feel comfortable. So that name Dracula, it's like comforting. I feel happy to know that I am who I am, and I never change for anybody, and I never will, and still who I am.
I'm thinking for me it's a lifestyle, and I'm not taking that off because I go to work or to school. Yeah, sure. Hi.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't be shy. Yeah. Cheese.
Cheese.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Welcome. No problem.